Hello, and thanks for joining us on Universal Heritage Television Niger. My name is Afam Echi. It is yet another edition of our breakfast program, Daybreak Niger. We are going to talk about governance issues in the land. And I have as my guest Professor Osonna UGWULEBO. He's a professor of sociology at the Imo State University. Prof, you are welcome to our program.
Thank you, and welcome viewers.
Yeah. Please remember to like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube platform. My name again is Afam Echi. Prof, let me get straight to this issue that just played out a few hours ago. Nigerians got to the point of witnessing again another price increase in petroleum products, PMS. And NNPC announced that the price of petrol is now going at 1,030 naira. And in some other places, depending on the cities, 1,075. And you know, at the point, Nigerians are already groaning under a heavy load of suffering and all of that. So some people are seeing it as the government is becoming too daring. I don't know, what is your take on this issue?
Well, I will say that there is a sort of bourgeois conspiracy.
Bourgeois
conspiracy. Against.
Can you break it down so that some of our listeners can get to understand?
Let me say the sort of conspiracy.
Yes.
From the government against the masses.
Okay.
You see, because the masses in Nigeria have become what Hamas used to call the Maxan sack of potatoes.
Maxan
sack of potatoes.
Okay.
They are becoming docile.
Okay.
That's why the government thinks that they can talk to the people in the hell. Of course, I don't blame the masses. Because in the time past, they have reacted, and the government unleashed her dogs, or what was known as DSS, and other security forces, against the masses. But I want to say that this insensitivity of the government may soon backfire. How do you explain this now? People's income or incomes are constant. While every time fuel price is increasing. And when a man is pushed to the wall, he will compromise his conscience. Now, the leadership of the country thinks that the people are very desire and they can unleash any police on them. One day, the smoking gun may assume the character of emotional crowd, then they've sit up. For now, Nigerians have reached breaking point. There's no need adding more problem, more sorrow to their plight. Now, people barely feed these days.
Yeah.
People don't eat 3 square meters. You can't.
Yeah.
People are trek. People in mass movement. And so this government is so insensitive as to increase the fuel price. It's not becoming of a responsible and responsible government.
Okay, so Prof, when you made your point, you talked about Karl Marx and
sack of potatoes.
Yeah, sack of potatoes, which the society, which the people have become now. And I also remember in one of those theories, talked about a revolution at a point when they can no longer bear it. And people say that those who make a peaceful change impossible, make a violent change inevitable. And with what we are seeing now, even though they said violence is an ill wind, it doesn't blow anyone any good. Naturally, no one will subscribe for violence, including, you know. But now, what I want to ask you is, do you think it is possible to ever have revolution in this country?
Yes, it will come. But you know, the political class is using religion, ethnicity, and some of the other pseudo concepts that confuse the people. But people are not realizing that the problem is no longer religion, neither is it ethnicity, but it's the political class.
Okay, the problem is the political class
who are initiating and imposing on the people their draconian policies that impinge on their consciousness. When somebody goes to the market, you will not be asked whether you're a Muslim or you're a Christian.
Yeah.
You're buying from the market. Yeah. No one asks you, are you from are you a neighbor, are you a house or Yoruba? No. People are suffering. Some of them are stomaching the suffering, waiting for their opportune time to explode. No. People will react. Like man said, people must move from class in itself
Okay.
To class for itself. It's a gradual process. When people become, when they go to class for itself, that when they must have been conscientized and realize that the suffering is not by ethnicity or those things, they will react. And I'm quite sure, as people have been pushed to the war, sooner or later they will react.
Okay.
Don't forget about the Arab Spring.
Yeah, okay. Tell us about the Arab Spring.
Yes, sir. People are, the governments.
Yeah.
Yes, we are introducing.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as if I don't know what happened there, but maybe for as a reminder to our people, liking what is happening to our society right now, and what prompted the Arab Spring.
Yes, the Arab Spring is just some suffering, and the people revolted, say we don't want this government again. Okay? And of course, most of those Arab leaders were upstate. Yeah, so it will come here, and that's the revolution.
Okay. Now I picked this statement. Let me ask you this question. I picked this statement from somewhere. Somebody said, now that we cannot remove bad leaders through the ballot, and they don't resign, now that the military and police supervise violence and thuggery during elections, now that the judiciary always endorse these election criminalities, what is the way forward?
Unconventional systems require unconventional styles.
Unconventional systems
require unconventional styles. Yeah, I said, when a man is put to the wall, he compromises his conscience. See, both INEC, the police, other security agencies, and the ISEC or INEC have all compromised. By they're not enthroning any person they want to. Time will come when the system itself will upstage them.
Okay. And
that was through the revolutionary process. It's coming. Time will come when the people say shoot us and they no longer shoot. Time will come. Okay. If it's going to history. Time will come, they no longer shoot. You know what happened when the Tsars were oppressing the Russians?
Yeah.
It happened. You remember what happened in France in those days? When the king and the clergy and the upper class were supporting the people, what happened? The people revolted. And that led to the French Revolution. And of course, let's ensure the better society. Time will come, as we are being oppressed now, as we are being suppressed and subordinated and subjugated, time will come when we say enough is enough. And then there'll be revolution. And it's coming. The military, the political class, the judiciary, everything will be swept up by the revolution. And the new system will be enshrined into place.
Prof, do you think it is possible in this Nigeria, and where we have continued to witness bad governance at every level, and the people who perpetrate this crisis also take steps to defend it by using the people against the people?
Yes, it's also historical.
Okay.
You know, see now, when people are hungry, no matter what you preach to them, you won't assuage their hunger. That hunger becomes the driving force, the instinct for reaction. No matter how we do, time will still come. When people say, as I know, many people prefer death to being alive. When people say they may die, what am I living for? If you go to the villages, then people are dying in mass. Look where I come from. People are dying in mass. When people are not prepared to die for this cause. Now, you know, it was like a more. It was like a more in Nigeria now. And the bomb will soon burst.
Okay, let me take you to another issue. This recently, just last month, local government election was conducted in Imo State, and so many issues played out, and we saw a situation where results were declared without figures. We don't know the number of votes the winners and the losers, acquired during the election, and even in the respective parties, especially the ruling party, primary elections were not conducted, and although they claimed there was a consensus and so many of those controversies. Now, how would you describe or assess the election itself?
The thing is confusing and suffusing at the same time for the same reason.
So it's confusing
and suffusing.
Okay.
At the same time and for the same reason. In Imo State, I don't know, that election But thank God I was in my house.
Yeah.
I didn't know what happened.
So you didn't go to vote?
In Nigeria now, I think they're making most of us now. We are becoming vote shy.
That will mean you are not being a good citizen.
No.
You are not.
Remember your earlier question?
Yes.
When I go and vote,
Yes.
INEC will declare what it likes. And usually we now go and stamp what they've declared. My vote becomes nonsense.
Okay.
At my level now, unless the system is rejuvenized, unless something is done, my vote can count. If I will start counting, during the other elections, I will be the first person to go and vote. But now that I know it, after spending the whole day under the sun, it won't count. I end up to declare what it wants to declare. And usually we come and stamp it. But what's the waste of my time?
Now, some of these issues that we've been grappling with in this country, some people believe that the system we are running is responsible. Some other persons believe it is the human beings that are running it. Because in some other climes, democracy is operating very, very well. And in our own climb, especially in the black world, there are so many issues around democracy. Now, some other persons believe that integrity is very key in the operation of any system. We have not allowed the system to operate creditably because of the human element. There are opinions that hold that perhaps if we adopt a cultural approach, a situation we have to compel people to some other, bring extra force that if they refuse to, then something will happen. Like in some other societies, they're still living by, people may think it is primitive, that it is not the norm, but it is norm in some areas, that you have to get some other things to get people to...
Edition.
Yes, things like that, swearing, taking oath, or bringing people before the shrine to accept, to agree that they will not default in certain things. Like in the Bible, they use in swearing in, at the Quran, these people say, this is just ordinary paper. It doesn't do anything. And they've been running roughshod over the people. So how do you, as a sociologist, what is your take on this issue? Do you think it is possible?
Yeah, because the question is long. It's lengthy. Let me take from the beginning.
Okay.
You're talking about the people running the system being faulty.
Yes.
First, I want to say that there is the people running the system. In Nigeria...
No, first, is it the system that is faulty or the people running the system?
The people running the system.
Okay.
In Nigeria, instead of democracy,
what
you have is pocketocracy.
Pocketocracy. Okay, pocketocracy.
And with what I normally call, in my language, we have what I call pocketocracy and Riemannism. Pocketocracy, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And Riemannism, what's Trocantrism? That's what clean us. Pocketocracy and what Riemannism.
Okay.
You eat, it will eat, and then you shut off, and the system dies.
And yes, we clean up and nothing has happened.
And the system continues atrophying.
Yes.
That's our problem.
Yeah.
Look at in advanced democracies, people always steal. Because when you see people, when you see money-boggling amount of people stealing in government, how can what respect? Because Yahya Bello is they can't arrest him. Can you imagine DSS can't arrest Yahya Bello? People loot and they usually set them free.
So what we are talking about, is there anything we can avoid?
Yes, on the other one,
to stop them from
the other one, they may say I'm not a Christian now, because if I say it, well, I won't say it.
Yes.
No, you see, the Bible says our God is very patient. Our God is slow to anger. It's in the Bible. That is why He gives sinners time to repent. And in Nigeria now, sinners don't repent easily. When the system suffers for it.
Yeah.
But if that thing they say, let us swear on juju. So that if you misbehave, miasma will kill you. Then because you know juju, Satan case clamping. But God is merciful. But if people know that if they swear and they go there and touch people's fund, go and touch the people's tails, something before them, they won't do that. So we can go cultural. The full of hassle. I have told them, let us apply some surgical approaches that can help us solve problems. This cultural approach we solve Nigeria, so that if you are stealing money, at the detriment of your health, the detriment of your ishigi, the detriment of your family, the detriment of your generation. The way you know is that God will impede your consciousness. In fact, you'll be compelled by the logic of existence to do the right thing. But if you swear the Bible, Well, God doesn't like people, sinners to die. He will give you time to do it so that you can repent and come to heaven. Before you know it, the tears are emptied.
And then, yeah, because if we keep waiting for people to repent, and every day we keep experiencing, there may be a time there will not be any Nigeria again.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, this is our Okeja shrine,
Yes.
which they claim to have demolished. It's working. When somebody, before you go and swear there, you must know of your innocence. If you're saying, okay, people are usually conscious, and when if they swear, they won't do anything wrong. When the police are talking about, perhaps they will have to cleanse the place.
Yeah.
They did, but the conventional security system, most times they usually compromise. But when you come to this traditional system, whatever you do follows you. Like Abu will give you time to do the right thing. If you don't do it, you know the consequence. It will kill you, and when they start killing your offspring, they start people around you. So when we know that such things happen to them, they will be compelled to do the right thing. Because, like I keep saying, but I keep saying, if you've read my book, Time to Amend the Bible and the Quran.
Okay.
I keep saying that religion, Christianity, and the Bible, they are very docile. Very docile.
Yeah.
Because there are docility to make things take place.
Yeah. They are being intimidated and by the other groups.
Yeah, by the other groups, yes. But that's why we soon Christians will soon be atrophied. What I'm saying now, unless something serious happens to the people who are stealing, like my friend all the time they usually call it. Sometimes if you're stealing a court, that will happen to you. But unless we employ that thing to make people become conscious of what is to be in government, what government is all about, there will be problem. As long as we continue swearing this with the Bible does not kill easily and does not act easily. And so people know that, and that they can go ask for forgiveness.
Okay.
Without reparation, no. Without reparation.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. There is this thing that is happening in our society these days that it gives cause for concern, and as Igbo people, it doesn't define us. And we notice a situation that in the communities now, in so many areas, we're no longer having youths undertake apprenticeship job, leading to a situation where you have dearth of artisans. You go out, you are looking for this type of skill, you can't find it. This type of skill, you can't find. In my village, for example, there are only 2 palm wine tappers. And when I ask them, why is palm wine getting so, they say, how many of them? And you can see some palm wine that are just going, dying because of lack of attention. And nobody is coming up to learn the skill. And when you have 2 persons, crisscrossing so many villages just to tap wine, and it's not to say that it is not a profitable business. It is the same in other areas. You see, vulcanizers say no, they can't find it, and yet the youth are looking for wealth. How do you describe such?
That is a societal problem.
Is it?
It's a societal problem.
Yeah.
I see blame the political class. If you arrange a system very well, it will work. Now, they have somewhat bastardized the economy. But you see the politicians fronting wealth. Others want to front wealth too. You see, there are many bad careers for the politicians. One want to front money, one want to show affluence.
Yeah.
And the youth see themselves and say, if it's want to carry money, to front money, that's the issue, and nobody wants to work. That's why people continue to enjoy in Yahoo. People do try more than do those things. But they want to acquire wealth because the society glorifies wealth.
Okay.
What society is interested in the end and not the means.
Yeah.
So people now go through many means, already unapproved, to go towards acquire wealth, which is the end the society wants. And immediately you are wealthy, immediately you make the money. They call you, they give you status, up to Obie, everybody wants to be held. Everybody wants to be good to be massaged. And again, there are like in the US, you see, there's not, unlike US, you have inbuilt mechanisms.
Yeah.
If you're fronting wealth, you must show the source of their wealth.
Yes.
You're fronting it. But the government, the society and government, they have no mechanisms of to checkmate over what wealth.
Yeah.
How do you make your money? In America, you are sure how you make your money.
And pay appropriate tax.
Yes, pay appropriate tax. Yes. And not people are carrying cash. No. No. But society is loose. It's very, very loose. You carry money, you see people who are jobless, building mansions, owning property here and there. But that's what the limits of livelihood. And they're left to go. What do you expect? Their cycles will continue to increase. But if you are driving a big car, you must show yourself what? How do you acquire it? If you build a mansion, how do you acquire it? Well, for the fact that society has no inbuilt mechanisms for checkmating what in the system. And where people who get their words through the what means are glorified, people must also go through it through the social their unapproved means. That's the problem we have today. But there's no way of checkmating how people make their money. Yeah, from the go steal money, see I'm an armed robber being glorified. You say it's being glorified. All respect. The younger ones do what I call social osmosis. Let me join them. So that's the problem. They don't want to make money. They want to pick money, not suffering money. Because when if you're a recognizer, the money comes to graduate, but it must come. Yeah. If you're a mechanic, it must come. Even if you're an intellectual, as I'm a professor, my salary is small, but it will come. I have suffered enough. Yeah. But they want to suffer. In the night, I don't sleep. I continue reading so as to be up and do the next day. Yeah. But they don't want to suffer. They don't want to suffer. They want to have money. They want to acquire wealth. Not minding how it is going, how it's made. That's the problem of society.
I think the picture you painted is the reason why this Yahoo scam is all over, including if you see young children, secondary school, and they're all throwing money around.
Well, let me tell you what happened to them. One exams. There was court war. Just one of the court was came down, giving police money, and police were exposing in public. Giving them money, then they were escorting them, and they were doing big boy. What respect? And these were students. Are you saying that other students will learn? No. They must go and find how people make their money.
Wow. It's a terrible thing. Okay, Prof, maybe we end this program at this point. And it will be necessary to learn from you, drawing from your years of experience in the university as a sociologist. How do you think we can handle these issues? How do you think we can make our society better? What do you have to tell the society?
That's what I say, that a temperatures and tyrannical system requires a temperatures and tyrannical style. First of all, more it depends on the state of the head. Head of state and state of the head. So if you have the right people in right places, things we cannot go on. Because now we have wrong people in the right places. That's the problem. Until we write this wrong, we cannot go anywhere.
Okay.
Even if I go with Karl Marx, economic dynamism, maybe the economic dynamism, whatever happens, the economy helps you to become a politician. Yeah. And when you become a politician, when you go there, what do you do? When you go there and then back on suffering our money, building useless mansions, now this regime, I must say, is ruthless, reckless.
Okay.
Look at, you say you don't have money. You're a very poor country. And you are building 20 to 20 billion naira mansion for a mansion in the state house. Yeah. I've been there. I've been there myself. The office of the president is very, very cozy. Why build a new one? And look at them, they do all the cars, but for members of the House of Parliament. Please, unless the government contests extravagance, becomes frugal, becomes thrift, and of course, introduce austerity measures within themselves, they can talk about how to come out of this doldrum. For now, as long as they are living big, living larger than life, pretend all is well, there can be nothing. But before I go, I want to remind the state governor that Imo State roads are very, very bad. Please, let him take the state of emergency on Imo roads. We spend almost half of our salary repairing our vehicles.
Okay, thank you, Prof, for coming to the program.
Thank you.
Yeah, viewers, this is the much we can take from this program. And we had Professor UGWULEBO tell us that the reason why revolution may be imminent in Nigeria if the situation persists. The said unconventional system breeds unconventional style. And he has made a passionate appeal to the governor of Imo State to help fix our roads so that we can minimize the cost of fixing our vehicles. On this note, I urge you to continue to stay with Universal Heritage Television Nigeria. My name again is Alfarm 80. Please remember to like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube platform.